Morning world, Hippy Trev here. Yeah, just gone 10 in the morning. Pretty warm and lovely up here again today. Roll the intro.
Hi, Hippy Trev here, and welcome to my channel. Hope you get something out of it.
Alrighty, so as some of you know, as part of my local civic duties, I mow the SES shed lawns, and as some of you, stupid brake, what's going on with this brake? And as some of you also know that I've been away for well, I've just come home after that three weeks ride down to Vic and back. Well, I went round and someone was supposed to take care of the shed lawns while I was away. Well, they didn't. Well, they did round part of it, but around the side of the shed, the grass is like close to 6 foot high. So I haven't even got the I haven't even got the mower in the back of the boat today. I've only got the whippersnipper there, and I'm going to get in there, and it's going to probably take me quite a few hours to get this down. And I'm not really looking forward to it, but you know, as I say, someone's got to do it. Now I'm also, but before that, I've got some dishes to go and drop off to Matt and Michaela. Just when I got back, Michaela, God bless her, she's been cooking me homemade pasta, some homemade pesto, and all this other gorgeous stuff. And yeah, so basically I've just finished doing her dishes, and I'm about to nick down to their place and return that as well. And then, and then go and do my lawns. God, we've got a shitload of caravans in this week. The parking bay is just chock-a-block full. Well, it was yesterday. Yeah, there's definitely a few in there today. Alright, so I'll go and drop these dishes off. And then I'll head back to the SES shed and start doing their lawns, which is definitely going to take me quite a few hours. And I'm also, actually I'm just going to go and drop these dishes off, and I'll have a little bit of a chat about that when I get back here. So. Drop them off anyway. Right, I'll be back. Right. Right, let's go to work. Right, yeah, so I was thinking about doing this trip out to Longreach. And then that night, after I sort of put that announcement up on my shipbook page, my good friend Chrissy from WA said she's in the process of trying to get organised, and she wants to pack her and the dog up and drive from WA to come and see me. I'll come and hang out for a couple of weeks, which would be fucking so cool. But she's unsure whether she can get one out of Western Australia, because their laws there really suck at the moment, and then two, she's not sure if she did come out whether she could even get back in. So, and I thought, well, I'm not going to try and run off to Longreach if you're going to try and get here. So I decided that I'll wait for you. Plus, the weather's a little bit unpredictable at the moment, and I need to get a bigger pack rack for the back of my bike. So what I've got there is just, yeah, it's no good. I've got to get a bigger pack rack for the back of the bike. It's terrible. Oh my God. You're not going to believe what I have to do here. Alright, so the front of the shed looks all nice and clean and pretty much done, although no one's done the edging and it looks like shit. That's not my problem. I don't know if you can see the paddock there. that's just about 5 or 6 foot high, and there's a lot of it. So that's what I've got to do now. So I'll go over there and whippersnip. I didn't even bring the lawnmower. I've just got to whippersnip that whole bloody paddock out. So not looking forward to it one bit. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, not looking forward to this one bit. It's going to be a big bloody job trying to knock all that shit down. So they've done the front of the lawn, but like I said, no one does the edges like I do. And I mean, you know, they've done a run around, but yeah, they've done as far as lawns, I'm pretty anal, so it's a pretty piss poor job. So, but anyway, well, it's all right. I've got to get out there and I've got to get into this with the whippersnipper and make something happen. So I'll catch you out there. Anyhow, well, what they got for me. Yes. Look at that. I normally keep that net as a pin. It's just done my first pass and I've just done my first tank of fuel. My back's killing me. Still got a fair bit to go. Yeah, it's a pretty big job. It's not a very big area, but it's still taking the shit out of me. It's taken me good nearly half an hour just to get that little bit done. So, alright, back into it. I'll catch you when I'm finished. Oh, right, our world's just done. Just under 2 tanks of fuel. I'm absolutely knackered. My back's killing me, but we're going to pick up my whippersnipper, basically pick up my bat and ball and go home. So it's done. What I'm going to have to do is wait a couple of days for all the shit here to dry out so I can actually come in with the mower and clean all this mess up. So it's just a big mess, but as you can see there's also a cloud and it looks like there's going to be some more rain around. But anyway, I know it's only a small area. Not that big an area, but yeah, it was pretty bloody long, and yeah, it's just really good. I got a good kick-ass bloody whippersnipper. I've had this Honda whippersnipper now just on 22 years, I believe. Bought it brand new from a place called Rodders in Dalesford, and I've had it 22 years, never missed a beat. So, holy shit! Put it in the back of the boat. Oh, rightio, well, so that's my part of the lawn's done here for this time. I'm going to wait a few days, let that dry out, then I'll come back with whippersnipper and mower again, and I will clean up all the edges of the shed and just give it another run over. Make it a lot more pretty than it looks now. So, alright, I'll catch you back in the car. Sorry. Rightio, well, that job's done. For now. Actually, definitely a couple of Panadol Forts when I get home. Back is absolutely caning at the moment. It might not have been a big spot, it was a bloody hard job. So yeah, about this trip to Longreach. I haven't done much research out about there, but well, why Longreach in the first place? Well, I just looked at a map where, you know, somewhere I wanted to go that I've never been. Somewhere different. And I also looked at the bomb site, and the weather out there seems to be still holding pretty good. Still getting up in the mid-30s during the daytime. At the moment, from what I can tell, the nighttime temperatures aren't that cold yet. Although it is out in the middle of, like, heading out into the desert out there, so one would expect the nighttime temperatures to drop fairly quickly out there. But yeah, just somewhere different to go, and just for somewhere to go. Now, I was sort of going to start planning in the next couple of weeks, and the other thing was, you know, can the bike actually get there? Meaning, I did have a bit of a look on Google Maps and all that, and between Emerald, so I'd head up to basically Rocky, or for those who don't know what Rocky is, I'd head up to Rockhampton, up to Rocky, hang left and sort of head out towards Emerald and out toward Longreach. Now, I checked on Google Maps and a few things like that, and between Emerald and Longreach is about, well, it's over 400k. I can't remember what that is in miles. 240 miles or thereabouts, I think. 240 miles, 400k, 6 4s 24, yeah, about 200 plus miles. Well, I don't get that on my bike, which means I'd probably have to carry a fuel bladder out there. And I'd also want to lighten up on my load instead of carting all the shit I did down to Victoria and back. Which means, you know, I might have to invest in some sort of a sleeping bag instead of carting my big ass dune around everywhere that I do. Because that thing's just huge, and it's just stupid carting that all over the countryside. And it may not, I hate sleeping. Personally, I hate sleeping bags. I don't like being in them, but well, some of the trips I want to do next, then yeah, I think getting a good quality sleeping bag is the way to go. And just refining the, you know, like how much I pack on the bike and so forth. Like the trip down to Victoria, I was just so overloaded, it was just stupid. I did use a lot of the stuff I took on the bike. There were some things I didn't need that I probably could have done without with, but the trouble is with Victoria, you never know when the weather's going to change down there, so you sort of got to pack Arctic, you know, like it was warm when I leave Queensland, but by the time I get down to Victoria, it's oh shit, got a big truck up my arse on the hang a left up here. The weather gets down to like pretty much Arctic sometimes, so well, that truck's right up my fucking arse. Jesus Christ, mate. Really? Fuck. I wonder why people get fucking cranky at truck drivers. I mean, we're fucked without them, but Jesus, when they ride up your arse like that and you want to turn left, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, I'd have to learn to pack my bike a lot better. And of course, when do I go? Well, I was planning on leaving in a couple of weeks. So, well, I was starting to sort of make noise of leaving in a couple of weeks. And then, like I said, Chrissy from WA, so we had a chat that same night. I decided I want to go to Longreach and said, well, she wants to pack up the car and the dog and from Western Australia and drive over and come and hang out with me for a few weeks. So I'm thinking, well, if she wants to do that, or if she's going to do that, then I really can't be just jumping on the bike and going out to Longreach in case something happens when I get out there. That would be a little bit pointless. So right now, all plans of every plan, everything's just completely up in the air. I don't know what I'm bloody doing. I do need to do a trip to Bundy sometime soon. I need to go up and get some things for my bus. I need to go to the Harley joint and pick up a couple of oil filters for the bike. I want to do another oil and filter change on the bike after the run down to Vic and back. So I don't think it'll be this week. And the other thing is, well, we're coming up to June, but that's another story. This motel here does a roaring trade as far as food. There's always just so many cars parked here. It's like they just do so much food here. It's incredible. Look at all the cars parked here. Anyway, not sure what I'm doing now. Everything's gone up into the air. Like I said, well, I can still start planning for something like a trip to Longreach or something like that. All I know is I need to get on the bike and do another trip somewhere. You know, that trip down to Vic was way too short, and I loved it. So yeah, I definitely want to do another trip somewhere, and I want to do it soon. I guess I'll just have to wait and see. So basically, the next run on the bike at this stage will be So the next run on the bike at this stage will be doing a trip down to Bundy, or up to Bundy, I should say. Pick up a few bits and pieces that I need, you know, like oil filters for the bike and a few things I need for the bus and that sort of shit. So, whew. All right, that's my Civic duties done for the day. I'll have to let that grass dry and then hopefully hit it in a couple of days with the mower and try and bring it all under control. All right, well, so I'm going to have a cup of tea and go and drop a couple of Panadol forwards because my back is, yeah, it's giving me a little bit of grief right now. It hasn't been much fun doing that job, but it had to be done. Right, well, so yeah, not much of a video today. Sorry about that. I've been pretty quiet for the last few days. Just keep getting things done here at home that I need to, and you know, just basically domestic duties. But yeah, no, the trip to Longreach is definitely got to be a must at some stage. It just all depends on other factors. Yeah, and I will have to start looking at some better camping gear. Not that I want to camp, I still want to go into motels, but I'm going to have to look with carrying better than what I've been doing as far as like sleeping bags and shit like that. I'm packing smaller and stuff like that. So, righto, well, so that's my job done for today. I'll have to think really hard about what I'm going to do about this trip to Longreach. I guess I'll go to a like camping shop or something like that to try and find things like a fuel bladder, and maybe we got to even though I hate it, we've got a BCF up there in Bundy. Maybe I'll go and check them out and see what sort of supplies I can get from them, as far as maybe a better quality, a good quality sleeping bag, maybe a fuel bladder. I don't really plan on doing the camping thing, but when you're travelling that far out and fairly remote, it probably pays to carry things like water and a bit of food, and maybe some way of making, you know, like a cup of tea on the side of the road or something. So look, I don't really know. That's all future plans, and I want to get onto it fairly soon. But like, yeah, it all depends on what's happening at Chrissy's end, whether she can get out of Western Australia, and if she can get out of Western Australia, can she even get back into Western Australia? It's all a bit unknown at this stage. So anyway, well, that's it for today. So you know the drill. Stay safe, keep your knees in the breeze, and I'll catch you later. Bye.